Alumni series. Today we have Tiang Ker Ying, who's the head of performance and reward with IKEA Southeast Asia and Mexico with us. Welcome, Ker Ying. Please share your interesting journey since graduating with economics from NUS.
Thank you very much, Valerie. Hello, everybody. My name is Ker Ying. I graduated from NUS in the year 2008. And when I was actually looking out for a role after my graduation, I'm hoping to look for roles that allow me to work with people, partly because by nature, I'm a people person. And I really do enjoy the possibility of interacting with people from different parts of the world. And therefore, I actually landed in my role as a personal tax consultant, where I was given the opportunity to interact really with people from different parts of the world, from the different industries and of different walks of life. And then I started to think a little bit more about career longevity, career runway, and I was looking out for any opportunities for me to pivot so that I can have a longer career progression. And therefore, I actually moved into a rewards space. And I've been working in this industry or in reward space for the past close to 7-8 years.
Wow, long time.
Yeah, so currently right now, I lead the performance and reward function for IKEA Southeast Asia and Mexico. My current responsibilities would evolve around designing and maintaining the policies, frameworks, and programs in the areas of performance management, compensation, benefits, global mobility, and coworker recognition. Reflecting back throughout my career journey, some of the highlights would be especially the pivot period. I was actually very grateful to be given the opportunity to move from tax to being an executive compensation consultant with Mercer, one of the HR consulting firms. The other highlight would be that even, especially during that time with Mercer, I was also given the opportunity to be part of the writing team of a guidebook, largely around executive compensation. So if you were to Google Remuneration Committee Guidebook in Singapore, you'll be able to get that material for free. It's online.
Wow. Okay, wow, very interesting. So can you share that with your pivot? Has economics helped you in any way?
Definitely. I think one of the challenges that as a practitioner that I'm facing so far is really around converting numbers or data to a story. Okay. There's too many times whenever we actually interact with our different stakeholders, whether we like it or not, most of them, they are not very numbers driven. And sometimes then how do we then actually use the data that we have on hand, and how do we then justify and help us build a story and a business case so that we can push through the agenda that we want to push for. And with that in mind also, there are a couple of things that we just need to anchor upon, right? Number one is around being humble enough to recognize the areas that you don't know. Okay. And then you, from that angle, you then start honing your skills around the area. So the first part is really about recognizing about where you don't know. And then second thing is really lifelong learning. And I think right now, even I can tell right now that crafting a story from data is still something that I'm still working on. And I'm not definitely a professional in that yet. So for sure, it's still something that I'm trying to work on. And I anchor upon all my lifelong learning direction based on the 70-20-10 learning model. So 70% on the job, 20% on coaching or getting input from other peers or other managers, and 10% on structured learning. So structured learning will be in the likes of classroom trainings or even courses that we go for. Okay. So yeah, I think the very last point is really around perseverance. You know, even if you have structured a story, if you're not able to push through your agenda, don't give up when the opportunity comes. Put it again in a nicer way, so that at least you can actually push through that kind of discussion, open up that door.
Okay, good points. With your experience and exposure, what would you like to give back to any alumni who can approach you?
Okay, so frankly speaking, I think for me, I'm definitely open to have any sort of discussions with anyone who is interested to build a career in HR. I think this is an area where a lot of organizations are missing out the opportunity, and slowly the people agenda are really coming up. Whether we like it or not, a lot of processes will be digitalized.
Yep,
a lot of processes will be replaced through technology. So what happens then? You will still need to have human to actually create that idea, put in the data for the systems to run, and then from the output, you still need human beings to actually convert it to a story.
Yep.
Right. So again, I still think people agenda is something that I am very passionate about. So for anyone who is interested in really moving into this industry, feel free to reach out to me. I'm more than happy to have that conversation with you in terms of the challenges, the nice, the uglies, and also the great things that will come out from the things that you actually do.
Okay, great. Thank you very much, Ker Ying, for your sharing. And any alumni do approach Ker Ying for any help in terms of performance rewards and people related. Thank you very much, Ker Ying.
Thank you very much, Valerie. Thanks, everybody.